Yeah, almost we are of 88,000 crores book size, and yes, last 5 years we have added 55,000 crores. In initial 33 years we had done 23,000 crore, and last 5.5 years we have added 55,000 crore. So that kind of growth, it's quite significant. And if you see in the country, CAGR growth of RE in last 5 years is 22.6%. And when I say RE CAGR growth means capacity addition, the way it is growing. And when you look at as a lender, capacity addition means my book size, how it has grown. So my loan book is also grown at 28% CAGR growth. So we are slightly above, rather much above India's average growth, CAGR growth. But look at any industry in India, perhaps it's not there who is having 22.6% of CAGR growth. Any sector you can look at in India. And I was listening to Honorable Aviation Minister. He was telling 10 to 12% CAGR growth. Probably in that sector, 10 to 12% is quite significant, because some 60 odd airports they have gone to almost more than 150, 160 airports in last 10, 11 years. The RE growth in the country in last 11 years is phenomenal, and IREDA's growth in last 5.5 years is phenomenal. And the way the goal has been set and the ecosystem has been built by Government of India, regulator, policymaker, developers and the lenders, all the four agencies, they are working in a very cohesive manner, and that ecosystem where sustainable growth is assured almost, and that is the key factor for which we are growing. So it is not we are growing in number, we are enabling opportunity. Even 10 years back, those officers working in RE space, they have become entrepreneurs. So when the industry grows, if the employee after 10, 15 years becomes entrepreneur, that's a real growth. So India is now not only trying to become manufacturing hub, India has already become manufacturer of startups.
Yes.
So startups means intelligence, young minds, and we have huge young talents in the country. And perhaps the initiative or ecosystem was not built earlier the way it has been built now. When in hundreds startups used to come, now it is more than lakhs startups are there. And the startups are successful startups. So there was a thought earlier, when you look at intellectual means somebody will become 60, grey hair, PhD holders and all. But the definition of intellectual has undergone completely changed.
Now it's 30 under 30.
Even the Gen Zs are becoming that kind of intellectual zone, and they are having novel ideas, innovative ideas. They are bringing in disrupting technologies. So again, coming back to the RE, which area in which we are working on. So for IREDA, coming first time participating in Davos, and apart from CMD IREDA, I'm also part of Government of India's delegation, along with the Honorable Minister, MNRE, Mr. Prahlad Joshi ji. And we have our resource team also here. We are trying to connect with various global players, agencies, entrepreneurs, bankers, consultants, etc. and all. We don't have any specific agenda. Our agenda is that showcase what India has done.
And how's the response been?
So far it is quite encouraging. And not only we are sharing this 22.6% CAGR growth, we are sharing how this ecosystem has been built, how government is working, how this hand-holding approach is there with the developers. So unlike fossil fuel, in non-fossil, more than 80% developers are coming from private sectors. And when you talk about private sectors, first and prerequisite is ROI, and sustainable ROI. So when 80% are coming from that sector and remaining 20% also from corporate sector, though they are in government sector, but mostly are good rated listed entities. They have to compete with private sectors. So therefore their governance is also quite different, almost similar to the private sector corporate governance and all. So in a sense, what I'm trying to tell, what was the so-called perceived drawback in pure government sector development, now it is shifting towards development by private sector or through private sector, with the support and guidance of the government policy and regulators. I think that is what is required to make the developed India.